Hello there. What's going on, everyone? Today we're asking the question, is there actually a Starhawk in episode 9? How you guys doing? We got ourselves a VFX reel that was a Vanity Fair exclusive that was put out yesterday, and we've got a lot of really interesting look at behind the scenes of the making of this amazing fleet scene for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. If you are new here to the channel, there's still plenty of time left to enter the latest giveaway. Just become a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos, and it's as simple as that. Just let me know what your favorite ship is out of The Rise of Skywalker. All right, so we got this new movie clip, and there's all kinds of different behind and different angles looks at all these awesome different ships that we really didn't get to see a whole lot of in episode 9. And of course, I was immediately drawn to, hey, could that be a Starhawk? Real quick, I'm going to show you a little part of this particular clip. It's pretty awesome. We get to see some of the 3D making of it. This was a Vanity Fair exclusive. I will put a link to this down in the description below. But I mean, that was just amazing. We never really got to see that much of it before. And I mean, I was kind of blown away. So one more time, just in case you missed it, I'll roll it one more time here. This is the depth. We never got to see this far in, and there's all kinds of freeze framing you can do all throughout here. Up in the top right, though, when they showed the whole thing, I was immediately drawn to this particular picture right here, and I said, "Wait a second." At a quick glance, that looks reminiscent of a Starhawk. Now, a Starhawk, if you're not familiar, is the type of ship that brought down the last Super Star Destroyer at the Battle of Jakku. They were the first giant, big New Republic fleet made not long after the Battle of Endor. They were featured in the Aftermath books, and there were 3 of them at the Battle of Jakku. And they actually just came out for Star Wars Armada. I happen to have one right here. And now there are 2 in Star Wars Armada, the Starhawk Mark 1 and the Starhawk Mark 2. At least based on the card art in Star Wars Armada, they both look about the same. But this being, about 27, 28 years after that? Well, if I was thinking maybe this is a Starhawk Mark 3. Because it certainly could be. Now, one of the things I want to draw your attention to is the rear section of this ship right here. It's certainly different. So if we look at it from behind, I guess I probably have to angle it this way a little bit. No, that way is probably pretty good, right? You can see that there's a different number of lights. There's a different number of all of the engine glow. It doesn't exactly match up, but the design space is very similar. One of the things I think is most similar about this whole entire setup is the fact that out of all the ships that are there, this is the only. Basically, out of all the ships in the Rebellion fleet, really, this is the only one that has, a rear shaft and then a bottom section with big engine glows on both sides. I mean, similar in some ways to a Nebulon, a little bit, but very, very different. For one, the Nebulon doesn't have big engine glows right here. They only have them here. And on top of that, this ship is huge. This ship is monstrously huge, and you can definitely see that. It certainly bears the closest resemblance to a Starhawk, which made me think a Starhawk, perhaps Mark III. So that really is the big question right now. Is this a Starhawk? Is it a Starhawk Mark III? There's also the possibility, since this ship actually just came out just recently, and the design for it was never previously shown in canon. There's a lot of design work that Fantasy Flight had to do on the Starhawk. Is it possible that this ship, while it was in the background, they figured it was safe? Maybe this was one of the original versions of the Starhawk, and then Fantasy Flight refined the look, and maybe this is what the Starhawk may have looked like in concept art at one point. And maybe the Starhawk that we actually get, from Fantasy Flight, which is now the canon, there's multiple art pieces about this particular version of the Starhawk. Maybe this is the final version, and this was, the prototype model. And, if something like that is the case, maybe that's not even a Starhawk anymore. Maybe they've decided that that's going to be something else and is not the Starhawk. Or they could easily just say, well, since it was a prototype, we can just change the design. Since it's similar in spirit, it's got the long, elongated rear section as well as the engines at the bottom, that you can now have okay, that's going to be Starhawk Mark III or even Mark IV. They could jump that much farther in time. So yeah, short video today. Just wanted to talk a little bit about that because I thought that was really exciting. And let's watch the movie one more time. Look for it up here. because you are going to see it right. It's going to come into view as the ships start, getting. Are you going to see it? There it is, top right. So yeah, you blink and you miss it. So, but I will put a link to this in the description below. Again, guys, if you are new here, there is still time to enter to win that giveaway. Just be a subscriber and leave a comment. Let me know your favorite ship. And I typically announce winners at the end of my videos. So stay tuned for that. If you do like big ships and you like Star Wars, this is a great place for you. So I will end with that. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Also, thank my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your continued support. And be on the lookout for some new Patreon-related stuff. I will talk to you guys later. And as always, have a great day.